Hello and welcome to the Overwatch League of Champions very own podcast. I'm Frog, and today I'm joined by Sig9 and Villain. I think that's how is it Lynn? It's Lynn.
It's phonetic. It's a play on words.
Oh, I'm not going to finish that intro. Yeah, unfortunately Grave and Giggs can't join us today. Giggs is kind of out of it. She had her infusion yesterday, so she's a little... She's not... like, she can't talk.
Understandable.
Yeah, and then I don't know where Grave is. That's fine.
Grave just disappeared.
So I mentioned this before we even started. Bill, what do you mean you're on 4 energy drinks right now?
Okay. So I had to go to work at 12, but I had to go in early because I had to groom dogs that, like, nobody else is allowed to groom. So I had to actually go into work at, like, 8:30, and I didn't get any sleep last night. So I went and I got, like, a bunch of Red Bulls, and I got 4 little Red Bulls. I think they're, like, 114 milligrams of caffeine each. I drank one this morning when I had my cup of coffee, and then I, like, saved all the rest of them for, like, 3 o'clock. So I'm still,
drunk one with a cup of coffee?
Well,
Yo, were you, like, shaking?
No!
Grooming dogs while, like, literally hyper.
The dog grooming was this morning, so even if I was shaking, that would have been this afternoon, so the dogs are safe.
Aww.
That's the main thing.
It's a good
but
thing
yeah, so apparently, like, an adult human can handle, I think it's 600 or 800 milligrams of caffeine safely. I'm probably very close to that, if not slightly over.
You sound, I'm not gonna lie to you, you sound absolutely off on it, mate. Not to be anything bad, but you literally sound so hyper. I can just tell it the tone of your voice.
See, this is why I don't do energy drinks, because I'm already hyper as is.
Oh yeah, same. If I had an energy drink, I literally would end up like putting my fist through a wall or something.
Like
you'd put your fist through a wall. Is your name Kyle?
No, unfortunately, it's not.
Oh.
Oh my god. So, I was talking about this to a few coworkers of mine yesterday. So, I've decided, if I have a daughter, I'm gonna name her Karen, and I'm gonna teach her to be one of the nicest people ever.
No, don't even risk your child's life. It will get bullied.
No, it should be fine.
Listen, dude. Do not... Listen, I'm going to tell this to everyone out there. Okay, anyone who watches this stream or anything like that. If you name your child Karen, social services will take that child off of you.
They'll rename them something better, too. I can promise you that.
Your name is Bernadette now. What?
That is child abuse. If you name your child...
Listen, at this point in time, even if the child is a baby and Edna is an old woman name, it's a better name than Karen.
Honestly, Edna's a class name.
I actually kind of like the name Edna.
Well, if I name my kid Edna, then she has to become a fashion designer.
Oh my god.
Yes!
I'm glad you guys knew where I was going with that.
No capes!
No capes! That'll be the motto of the company. No capes.
Straight off there! Part of the wind turbine! No capes! Oh, I love The Incredibles. So,
dude, you know how they're remaking a bunch of Disney movies, right? No, like remake of Incredibles.
okay.
I haven't heard that.
I would be fine with a live-action Incredibles.
I thought it'd be really cheesy.
Oh, 100%. It'd be like a rip-off Marvel, but still.
Well, in general, aren't they kind of a rip-off of, like, Fantastic Four?
That's actually what they're based off of, is the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
So,
So you don't want to touch anything dealing with Fantastic Four with a 10-foot pole. It's doomed to fail.
Unless they do a Doctor Doom movie, which would actually be really good, I think.
A Doctor Doom. I haven't used Doctor Doom in like years, dude.
Like, it wouldn't be about the Fantastic Four, it would literally be about Doom.
So, speaking of Marvel shit, did I ever tell you guys my friend got really confused and for some reason could not remember Magneto's name? So he literally called him, Guy Man, Magnet Man. And we're like, what?
Guy Man, Magnet Man.
And we're like, what the fuck are you talking about? And he goes, the Magnet Guy. And we're like, Magnet Guy? And he goes, X-Men. And we're like, Magneto? And he goes, yeah, him. And we're like, oh my fucking god. He has Magnet in his name!
How would you guys not know Magnet Man? Come on.
I know. He is the most well-known of the X-Men villains.
Now, wait. Is Magnet Man related to Plastic Man?
You should never know.
Oh. Grafton Properties here now. Like, you guys know who Plastic Man is, right?
No, I have no clue. I'm not gonna question it then.
So there was literally a character named Plastic Man. He is from the DC universe.
Is that I feel like DC have an exact polar opposite of each other.
Okay.
Like for instance, like have you noticed that? Like they have the Flash. Oh, Marvel have Quicksilver. Oh, you have like you have like your rich guy who invents stuff. Iron Man and Batman. Oh my god, no way they have man in their name! Yo, Marvel should sue DC. Or
No.
Sue Marvel.
There are some that go back and forth, though, and there are some that, are literally just set up to be like the other one.
No, that's literally how Plastic Man is. Plastic Man is literally a ripoff of Mr. Fantastic. They have the exact same powers, literally.
Oh, like stretchy.
Yeah, they're just really stretchy. Yeah.
I'm reporting them.
But, Sig, there is more similarities between Iron Man and Batman. You've got playboy billionaires that are orphans that have no powers, or just men that use their fortunes to enhance themselves.
Jesus, dude. What is life anymore? My life is a lie.
Cake is a lie.
The cake is always a lie. Actually, I think I actually do have cake downstairs, so it is not a lie for me.
I have
son
cake
of a
down
bitch.
the stairs as well, because it's my birthday in 4 days. I'm like,
Ooh!
Happy early birthday.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I don't like to flex my birthday, but I thought I would,
Yo, Bill?
Well, I mean, I flexed my birthday, so...
Bill, I swear to God, I am going to come home on my birthday, completely wasted. I'm gonna hop on Overwatch and be tagging you and Griffin and be like, get your butts online, let's do Drunk Watch.
I was about to say, I'm fine with that. Drunk Watch is a ton of fun. I mean, listen, when I came home on my birthday, I was drunk and I would have tagged you guys, but it was 4 a.m, because we went to the XL after party.
Ooh.
And one of my friends got really drunk there and threw up on the train and then cried about it for 20 minutes while my other friend was driving her home. And then she threw up outside of her apartment and cried for another 20 minutes about throwing up outside of her apartment.
Who's gonna clean it up?
It wasn't even inside. It was in the bushes outside. I was like, do you know how many people probably threw up in those bushes? I was like, you don't even live in a good neighborhood. I was like, you probably threw up on a rat or something. And then she got even more upset.
No. She threw up on the cockamouse.
Yeah, exactly.
Sig, please tell me you've seen How I Met Your Mother.
No, I have not, unfortunately.
God damn it!
Haha.
So,
Why would I watch that?
if you want to get that, if you want to understand that reference, so there's there's multiple episodes that this thing appears in. So there is an unholy offspring of a cockroach and a mouse. However they did the deed, we have no idea. But they had a child that is basically a cockroach half cockroach, half mouse. This thing can fucking fly too.
What? Nah, kill it, dude. What the?
And flying spiders are scary enough. I don't need a flying rat cockroach hybrid.
Yeah, it's a cockamouse.
Flying rat cockroach. No, fuck. Yo, if I saw that out, it's just slobbering it.
Though Overwatch already has that rat cockroach flying hybrid.
Junkrat can't fly.
He can use his mind to jump way in the air like he's flying.
Okay, yeah, kind of. Okay, yeah, kind of. I mean, Farah is essentially a seagull, which is a rat with wings, so that would have been an appropriate answer as well.
But is she a cockroach, though?
You can't fucking kill her, so yeah.
The life of a console player. May we rest in peace.
Oh, Farah's the bane of our existence.
The irony is, I can't. Okay, if I play DPS, I can't fucking hit Farah. If I play fucking Ana, I can sleep her so easily. And then I just stand there and go, what?
You see,
so by the time I figure out what to do, she's awake and she's killing me again.
You see, Vale, it's because you're playing Ana, and you're like, my child, sleep now.
That's creepy. Never be a parent.
These are the reasons that I always say that I'm going to be the worst father ever. Like, straight up, I've said this, that I will literally tell my kids, like, listen, you can swear in front of me, I don't give a shit in what you say in front of me. Do not swear in front of your mother, do not swear in front of other family, and do not swear outside this house until you're older. Yeah, if I become a father, it's gonna be a wild time, because my kid is gonna say something, and I'm gonna look at, like, my kid's gonna look at a Karen and be like, bitch. And this lady's gonna look at me and be like, he's not wrong.
I'm gonna make my child literally just tell the truth. So when they go up to a Karen, they can tell them how dreadful they are.
Listen, children and even people in general who just tell the truth are fucking terrifying.
Sit there, have to punch this kid. Do it. You fucking suck. God damn it.
And I'd just look at them and be like, yeah, pretty much.
You see, I don't say pretty much, I say I'm not denying it. Oh. So, yeah, So, Bill, I've got a question for you.
What up?
Have you seen the Sonic movie yet?
I'm actually going tonight to see the Sonic movie.
Oh,
no,
boy.
You're not. You are cancelling that right now.
Oh, boy.
Do not watch that garbage. Don't give them the money they want.
I saw it last week.
Was it bad?
This was literally last Sunday, right after the podcast. So that's what I was doing. I wouldn't say it's great. I wouldn't say it's
expect
awful.
It to be great.
I wouldn't say it's... I'd say it's about middle ground.
I wasn't expecting much going into it. Basically, my ticket is free. And I was invited to go see it tonight, so I was like, okay, I guess I'll go see it.
So let me prepare you for this, Bill. The plot, to me, feels like it moves really fast. And...
Gotta go fast.
Shut up!
That's why, dude. It's obvious.
The story literally...
Sonic.
So the movie's an hour and a half in runtime.
Okay.
It feels a lot shorter when you're watching it.
Okay.
You're like, is that the end?
Yeah, that's literally how I was at one point. I was like, they're already here? Wait, what?
The guy dies like, wait, did I just pay money for this? Yo!
They mention Olive Garden like 3 times.
Olive Garden itself is a fucking joke.
There's
Product placement.
there are literally scenes that I swear were put in specifically for product placement and nothing else.
Well, yeah, that I heard. I heard a lot of people say that it's pretty much just product placement city at that point.
Yeah, it really is. Like, there's a scene, and you're going to see this, where the two of the main characters are talking to each other. It's like, why are you on your laptop? Oh, I was looking up apartments on Zillow. That's it. That's literally it.
Yo, honestly, if anyone's thinking about going, I honestly just pirate it. Don't go and waste your money.
I'm not wasting my money. I just said I'm going for free.
Well, at least, yeah, you ain't wasting your money on it. Because I'm telling you this right now, yeah, if you go and watch that and you were disappointed, yeah, you don't deserve to be disappointed. You went to go watch the movie
spent money
that was literally
to watch
in
the Sonic movie.
What era was that in where, like, everyone made fun of that stupid-looking Sonic, right?
Last year.
Last year? It feels like 2 centuries ago. Jesus.
No, it was last. They held it back. It was originally supposed to come out over the Thanksgiving break. And they held it back because everybody basically lost their shit over the first design. That it was just, like, so bad. So...
I mean, it was pretty
trash. Oh, it was... That was like nightmare-inducing bullshit. Like, there's nowhere else to put that.
That's what I see in my sleep paralysis.
Yeah, that's your sleep paralysis, Steven. Coming back to haunt you, my boy.
It's the demon you summon when you're trying to name IKEA furniture.
What?
The original.
I don't understand that. Oh no.
The original Sonic is the demon you summon. Try pronouncing IKEA furniture and tell me you're not, like, sounding like you're summoning a demon.
I mean, yeah, but aren't most IKEA furnitures, like, actual names, like Steve the Desk?
Are they?
Steve the Desk? Yo, I'm off to buy Steve. Give me a sec, lads.
Give me Steve!
I mean, come on.
Oh man, I think we need a new Steve.
Steve is pretty busted. I think that we need a new one. Let's get a replacement Steve.
Old.
That's what they did for Blue's Clues. They got a replacement Steve.
Yo, I actually smashed Adele, dude. I'm gonna have to buy a new Adele. Come on.
She's rolling in the deep right now.
Also, Bill, there is an end credit scene.
Okay. I think somebody said that.
Yeah, there is an end credit scene. I don't know how I feel about it.
Just spoil it.
I don't want to spoil it.
No, see, he's being nice. Like, he's not.
Okay,
he's
let's
like,
put it
okay,
this
I want
way.
to be cool.
Something that would make you go and watch a second movie happens.
Okay.
Possibly make you want to watch a second movie.
It depends if you yeah. I don't want to say it because this is going to give it away.
So basically, some type of like teaser.
They're hinting at a series,
bullshit.
Basically.
Okay. You could have just said they were hinting at a series. You guys are really good at the English language.
Yo, would you like to go and watch the Olive Garden the movie, yo?
Olive Garden
the movie
Olive
is some
Garden
shit that I would
commercial
watch.
the movie.
That's basically what Sonic is.
Also,
Olive Garden the movie.
mentally
Gotcha.
prepare yourself to watch Sonic floss twice.
I am not prepared to watch anybody floss twice.
Yeah. This fucking man flosses
I'm not prepared to watch anybody floss
movie.
once.
Sonic does the dance twice in this fucking movie.
Does he default dance as well? Please say default dance.
No, he just flosses.
I'll go watch it.
He might default dance. I don't remember. I don't give a shit about Fortnite, and I try to avoid it as much as possible.
If he default dance, I'll go watch it right now. Like it's midnight for me. I'll go buy a ticket right now if he default
to watch him default dance.
Yes, and I'll go home as soon as he default dances.
I would say, so there was a scene where they go to a bar. Best fucking sequence ever.
Sonic at the bar, picking up those ladies. Oh, hey.
Yeah, no. So I wouldn't. Yeah, I'd say it's about mid-range. Like I wouldn't buy another ticket to see it again, but I'm fine
Well, if
with
someone
having
offered
seen
you to
it.
go for free, would you go
Yeah,
and get it
I'd see
then?
it
Yeah,
again.
like that's what I got. Somebody offered for me to go for free
Yeah,
because they had
if
an extra
somebody
ticket.
offered to bring me to see it again, then what the hell? I'll see it again because why not? Like it's a free ticket, why not? But I'm not gonna like use
So it
my
wasn't
own money to go
terrible to
see
the
it
point.
again.
Yeah, so it wasn't terrible in the sense that you would not go and see it again, but it's not good
No.
enough for you to go. Oh, I'm gonna go buy myself another ticket and watch that.
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly it. It like I enjoyed it. I thought it was what Sonic needed at a time where Sega is basically dying.
Sega died like a half a
I was
century
about
ago.
to say Sega died like a while ago. Like they're
That's
not.
when they
It's not
stopped
dying.
making
It's been
Sonic
dead.
games.
Yeah.
Like, let's see, they haven't made a good Sonic game in like a century.
The last good original Sonic game was Colors.
I wouldn't even say that.
It's better than like
Well,
the shit we
it's
got with
better, yeah,
Boom.
but
What are you trying to say, Bill?
I my brain just like imploded somewhere throughout that entire situation that was going on.
Yeah, no. Sonic Boom was a shit show, and you guys know it.
Oh, Sonic Boom was definitely a shit show. I had made
Sonic Mario
that.
Kart. Yo, guys, that was a good game, right?
What was it? Back when Sonic Boom came out, because I still had my Wii U and everything. Was it Wii U or was it Wii?
It was on the Wii.
Back when it came out, I had made like a meme on Tumblr, and it went viral for a little bit, where it was like, "This can't be that bad," and the next one was just pretty much like death. um, yeah, I think the last outside of Sonic Mania. The last good Sonic thing that I played personally was probably Generations, but even that, it had its ons and its offs. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't mind the formula stuff for, like, the extra speed through the new Sonic games, but I wasn't, like, it didn't mesh very well to me. It just kind of felt like you were playing two different games with two different styles at the same time. It didn't, like, go together well, in a sense. I don't know how to explain it without sounding like an idiot like I am now.
No, I know exactly what you mean. Like, it just felt very disjointed.
Exactly. That's the word. That's the fucking word I was thinking of, was disjointed. I can't English today.
Like, it's one of those things that that I think was also a major reason that 06 failed so bad.
Well, okay, so I don't
06
know.
was just awful.
I don't know if you watch, how much YouTube you watch, but if you want a really good breakdown on why Sonic 06 was as bad as it was, and all of the stuff that was going on behind the scenes, which definitely explains, like, the product, go to Matt McMuscle's channels and watch the What Happened video for Sonic. It is really good. Like, I love his What Happened series, because he talks about games and why they were bad or why they didn't come out, and it's like all the stuff that went on with the development and the publishers and the advertising. It's actually really cool.
Also, hi, Grape.
Hello, I'm here.
Hello.
Sorry what happened, but I'm here.
Yeah, we're just talking about Sonic right now.
Sonic.
Sonic, honestly, in my opinion, Sonic is just trash in general. I think the whole entire series is just butchered. I think they should have made the first game and stopped there.
Okay, I'd say Sonic 1, Sonic 2, and then Sonic and Knuckles were amazing, and they were actually really good games. Like, Sonic and Knuckles especially. I love that game.
They should have stopped right before the 3D era.
Yeah.
The upbringing into 3D should have just, like, been them saying, you know what? Let's forget this. We had a good run, fellas.
Like, thinking about the Sonic movie actually, like, made me start thinking about, like, why Sega, like, completely failed in their competition with Nintendo, especially. because I'm like, especially like when it comes to their flagships between Mario and Sonic, I started thinking, it's like, so with most Sonic games versus Mario games, so we look at Mario games, and what I've noticed is Mario games seem to follow like a very defined formula. Bowser kidnaps Peach, Mario has to save her by going through a variety of different worlds. There is some power, whatever, celestial object that you have to collect throughout the entire game. There's a certain system of power-ups, and it always follows those specific formula. Every game has those specific things. Like, you look at Sunshine, Mario has to collect the suns. Well, the shines. The fucking suns. They're based off the sun.
Collect the fucking sun.
The power-ups are in the form of the Flood, where you can find the boxes to change what the Flood does at any given moment. You are trying to clean things up, and Bowser Jr. kidnaps Peach. It's like it doesn't change. What I've noticed is Sonic tries to change too much. Way too much. Because, like, every game is completely different than the last. Like, you look at, like, Sonic Unleashed versus Sonic Colors, and there is, like, hardly any similarities between the two.
I think part of it also is with them, they're always trying to, okay, well, is this for the Western audience or is this for the Eastern audience? And they keep trying to do new and odd things that just don't work for either audience. Because I know that, like, Team Sonic technically has, like, 2 different offices in 2 different areas. But, yeah, I mean, like, even look at Nintendo. Nintendo kept trying to change around Star Fox, and look at how that worked out for Star Fox. Star Fox is essentially Nintendo's Sonic.
Which is why
Except they don't care about Star Fox.
Yeah, no, they don't care about Star Fox. That was their N64 flagship, and that died with the N64.
No, that was more of a Super Nintendo flagship. 64 got really big, but Super Nintendo, whew, that was some good shit for that time.
Was the original Star Fox on the Super Nintendo?
It was on Super Nintendo, the original one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to brush up my
Which,
video game history. Crap. Like, name a bad Mario game, though.
Odyssey.
I haven't played Odyssey, so I can't. Well, I mean, I can name bad Mario games. They're just not on a Nintendo system.
What are you talking about? Like, Mario is missing?
Yeah, let's go with fucking Mario's missing. Let's go with Hotel fucking Mario.
Oh god. I feel like I'm gonna get killed.
I played that shit
before.
I actually what most people don't know about me, I like to collect bad games. Like, Sonic 06 is one game that I really want to add to my collection. I actually
Well, you don't have it?
I don't have it, but I want it so bad.
I'll send you my copy.
Awesome, I will give you my fucking address, Bill. But, so, I actually own Mario is Missing for the SNES.
So, you know what's funny, because you bring that up? Okay, so I collect Zelda games, like, including games that technically didn't come out in the US, so, like, I have the Tingle games and everything, so I also fucking have Wand of Gamelon and Faces of Evil.
Oh no! No!
I've played them too,
Yeah, I played Mario is Missing too!
These are sad
It's so bad.
So
we gotta get you some Hotel Mario now. We gotta get you some Zelda's Adventure.
Yeah. So I also have Superman 64. It is as bad as everyone says it is. I try playing it. You cannot control you cannot control him at all. You can't.
So should I send you Sonic Boom with this Sonic 06?
Sure, that works. And then, like, the icing on the cake for my bad game collection, I have the ET game for the Atari.
Oh no!
Okay,
What?
so you know what though? Everybody's always like, "Yeah, it's the world's worst game." Okay, number one, worse things have happened, and number two, they only gave the guy like so little time to make it, and one man made it. Like,
Yeah.
one guy made it, so you can't even be that mad. We have fucking teams of hundreds of people that make games like Fallout 76 and say, "Yeah, this is good, ship it." This one man worked on this ET game and said, this is close enough.
No, we have teams of people that say, Sonic 06 is good, ship it!
I mean, like I said, go check out the Matt McMuscles video. It actually explains a lot. Apparently it went through like 6 directors in the time it was in development. And each director said, "Yeah, I don't want to do that."
So I feel like the ET game has become more infamous because it is charged with the near downfall of the video game industry.
Actually, it is pretty much charged with it.
Yeah.
Like that season, that game release basically killed Atari.
Yeah.
That and Pac-Man.
That's why it's infamous, which is why I love that I have it in my collection.
You're just sad.
Hey, I have a lot of good games. Like, I've got Mario 64, I've got Pokemon Snap, that game!
Yeah. Sorry, but do you have Dragon Ball Z Kakarot in your library?
I do not have it yet.
There we go.
But I have Spider-Man.
Well, the new one on the PS2, where you get to like deliver the pizzas. That was the best mission. I remember playing that. That music was the best.
I've got Simpsons Road Rage. I've got a shit ton of Lego
I used to
games.
love Road Rage.
Road Rage is awesome.
Yo, I love Road Rage, dude. Oh my god. I grew up on that instead of Hit and Run, and Jesus.
Yes.
Road Rage was my game. Like,
it's just Crazy Taxi.
it basically is, but like everyone else is like always like, oh yeah, that like Hit and Run game was class. I'm like, no, it was trash. You can't say anything until you've played the best version, Crazy Taxi edition of Simpsons.
What other games do I have?
Your opinion is not valid until that point.
Do I have Sunshine? I think I do actually have Sunshine in my collection.
I do. I have it in the closet though, because I don't really play my GameCube stuff.
Yeah, I do. I'm literally looking at my GameCube games right now. I've got Paper Mario and the 1,000-Year Door. Oh man, I'm so happy I found a copy.
Yo,
I have very
like,
little GameCube games left.
That's unfortunate.
I gave a lot of them away, but like I held on to Metroid Prime, I held on to Wind Waker.
Ooh, Metroid Prime.
I still have. Okay, so I still have the It was like it was a promotional disc. So I have like the Zelda promotional disc that had like the first games, and it had Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask on it. And then I also have Eternal Darkness still, which I really wish that they would like do a remaster of that.
And then
I also have Resident Evil 4 in here apparently.
Ooh.
Oh, I know people.
There's also there's one other game that I'm super happy that I have in my collection, and it is probably my absolute favorite game of all time right now. The original Luigi's Mansion. I love it. I love that game so much.
I love Luigi's Mansion. I didn't even get to actually play that for the first time until I was in college, and I had a roommate who had it. That's why I got to play it.
Ooh.
I loved that game.
Yeah, the first time I got to play it was my cousins actually had it, so I got to borrow the game, and I tried it out, and it's just become my favorite game.
Wind Waker is my favorite game.
I'm actually looking at all my game collection right now. I forgot I have freaking Sly Cooper. Holy crap!
How do you forget you have Sly Cooper?
I have Sly. I have the first one and Sly 2.
You don't have 3, and
I do not have 3. I could not find a copy of 3. I have freaking Jack and Daxter. Well, I mean, I also have Shadow of the Colossus, but you gotta have Shadow of the Colossus.
Well, like, you got like the original, or you got like that reboot.
Not the reboot, it's the original for the PS2.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Same.
I've got the original Kingdom Hearts. Really happy about that.
What about the like? I'm trying to think what the game is called. Like it's like Prince something. I can't remember what they're called.
What?
There's like this old like PlayStation game. That I know a lot of people like. It's like this like Prince or something. It was like this parkour like game. And you're like an Arabian
Prince
prince.
of
Or something.
Persia?
I can't remember.
Prince of Persia.
I think it was something like that. Yeah.
Fable?
It's probably Prince of Persia.
I can't
I'll say
remember.
Prince of Persia for 200.
Did you guys know that PS2 actually had a copy of Half-Life?
Yeah.
Yeah, so did
I've
Xbox.
got that. Xbox?
Well, the
too?
Xbox also, I think it was the
Xbox
360 had the
360
orange
had
box,
orange
which had
box.
Half-Life Episode 2 on it.
Yeah,
and it also had Portal.
It had
on
Portal, and it had Team Fortress. Well, Team Fortress 2.
Why can't we get that on console? That'd be so sick to play some Team Fortress.
Team Fortress is
I've got Portal 2 and
I mean, that
Deadpool.
new Riot game looks cool that's coming out. What's it called? Project A, is it?
Oh yeah, I forgot all about that, actually.
That's a free-to-play coming out this year and it looks sick. It's basically CSGO Overwatch. So what's that?
Yeah, I think somebody had said that. It was like CSGO and Overwatch had a baby.
Yeah,
had
God.
baby at Riot Games.
Everyone's saying it's killing Overwatch, CSGO, Fortnite, Apex, all these games. That's what everyone's saying at the minute. That's how good it is, apparently, because all the CSGO pros have had a chance to play it, and they're all saying it's like amazing.
What game is
And
this?
they love every second of it. Project A. It's Riot Games' new title they're releasing. It's the same people who made League. It's like CS:GO, but it's like heroes.
Okay then.
Man's vigorously typing it in right now.
That's me.
It's definitely Vil.
I'm sorry, I type loudly.
Oh shit, I have Mass Effect 2 as well.
Yeah. Interesting.
This man is just out here looking at all his video games.
I
Like, hey,
really am.
look at
Yo,
the
only games
nostalgia.
the only games I have on disc right now are Overwatch and Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, so my collection's neat.
Listen, I've got like 50 games for the PS2 alone.
Actually, wait there. I've actually still got my old Skylanders, right, for the Wii, right?
Oh, I have that too.
And I have every single one of the original Skylanders still.
Same!
Yo, man, used to love that game. I used to be there to come home, slam those bitches on the portals, dude.
Oh my god. So, have you guys ever heard of a game called Batman Vengeance?
No, I don't want
Yes.
Vil has? Oh my god.
What is it?
So, it's a Batman game for the PS2. It basically follows Batman the animated series.
Already hate it.
It's
Wow.
the story isn't bad. I've heard it's actually had some decent reviews, which is why I first got it. But it is buggy as all hell. Like, I got to a point in like the third fucking level, and I could not finish the level because I got to that point. Like, it would not give me the prompt to do what I needed to do. It's one of those games
That's
that I'm
a
like,
game for the bin.
yeah,
Sad.
I was not too pleased about it. Let me look at my cartridge games. I've got a lot of fucking consoles. I actually have
Let
an
me look
Atari.
at my cartridge games. Okay, Boomer.
I actually do have an Atari.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yo,
shut up.
get
I
back to your
like
own
games. I
generation,
collect
Boomer.
a lot of games, okay? Ugh.
It's pretty bad that I'm actually older than him.
Yeah. So going back to my bad game collection, I have Hey You
I'm
Pikachu.
leaving.
Yo, man sits here and goes, yo, games are too expensive nowadays. But we'll go out and then buy like £400 or $400 on random crap. Yo, that's a boomer for you. You know,
Yeah.
like you go to your parents. Nah, I don't want to buy that £60. I don't want to buy that $60 game for you. But I'll go out and buy a £1,000 worth of jewellery that I'll wear for twice. But no, I won't buy you that £60 game that you'll play for the next year. Nah.
So yeah, I have Hey You Pikachu.
Oh god.
That beautiful game.
Like Eevee. Man has like Eevee, whatever the fuck it's called. Haven't you? You little weirdo.
And then, have you guys heard of a game called Balls 3D?
What?
Thank God I haven't.
Bill, have you heard of it?
I have. I think I heard of it through like an angry video game nerd episode or something, but I definitely remember.
So if you
one of
want to
these
see
YouTubers mentioning Balls 3D.
if you want to see a play of it, Game Grumps did it.
Oh, of course it did.
Balls
They love their
3D.
balls, man.
It is so funny. The game is so bad. It's a fighting game. Let me put it that way. It's a fighting game.
Is this supposed to
Where do I
help?
get it? No, I love fighting games.
All the characters are made of balls, and this is literally a it's 3D on the SNES.
The SNES, ooh.
Yeah. This game has very bad controls. It is you can't tell what the characters are. Always go with the gorilla though. It's so bad, and I think Bill's looking it up now.
Oh, no, I was actually typing something to a friend who was telling me about a legal story in his hometown with a comic
goody.
book.
Oh, she's telling them about balls.
Balls 3D.
I'm telling my friend all about the 3D balls.
That
Yeah.
could help them in a legal case one day. You never know.
Sig,
Balls 2020.
Find
Yo,
this
remake
game.
balls.
3D remastered. Balls 4D.
Yo, balls 4D.
If you die in the game, you die for real.
My VR version of balls. Let's go, lads.
Okay, I have so many games that I keep forgetting what games I have. So I also have Pokemon Coliseum for the GameCube.
No harm there.
No harm there, but where there is harm is I have Batman Forever for the Genesis.
Okay, please leave.
Yo, Sega Genesis.
You are now
balls.
banned.
Yo, can I just say, why do you... Listen, yo, do you want me to tell you something that exists, You need to get rid of all your consoles, right? Because do you want me to tell you something that exists? Emulators.
Yeah, no. Well, if
Trust
you
me,
get...
I love the Sega Dreamcast. But hey, I just emulate that on my PC, dude. And it's easy, dude.
I've tried doing it. I don't like it because it just doesn't have the same feel for me. I like playing the actual physical copy.
Why? Tell me how.
I just like playing the physical copy.
It's a free version. Or you don't like free? Is that what it is?
I'm fine with spending money to collect games.
Yeah, that's where you're wrong.
Although, if you guys want to know how far I'm going to go with this collection, one of the things on my list to get is a Virtual Boy.
Virtual Boy?
You literally just like getting the weird games, innit?
I like getting the weird and bad stuff, yeah.
Like, you don't even sit there and like, make your collection good. You just like getting like the titles that no one would have.
Yeah!
I mean, at least it'll go up in value one day, because who the hell's got fucking E.T. for the Atari? You know?
Who would want that game?
Like a collector might, like someone who loves E.T., like you're like that person who's obsessed with the Ninja Turtles. If you can find someone who likes E.T., bang!
But
you
Grave,
could probably sell something for like a couple of grand.
Grave, you've never heard of the Virtual Boy?
I don't think I have.
You think you have?
I don't think I have.
So, the Virtual Boy was Nintendo's attempt at virtual reality way before its time.
Oh no.
This thing was about 2 feet high, I want to say?
Yo, have you got a power glove?
Shut up about the power glove.
Now you're playing with power.
Yeah.
Now, you
But-
need to have a power glove in your collection.
Grave, the Virtual Boy, this thing only had red as its color. You'd look at this thing and it was like a blood red.
It was red and black.
Yeah,
Jesus.
that was it. So your eyes
like-
were dying while looking into this thing, and you didn't wear it. You literally stuck your face into it like an eye, like the machines that you do that your optometrist will do to check your eyes. Your chin, you would literally be hunched over with your face just pressed up against this thing.
That sounds terrible.
Well,
That
here's the
sounds
thing,
nice.
though. It was supposed to go over your face, but it was so heavy that you kind of had to like put it on a table and just kind of like kneel next to the table because
Yeah.
the strap would just break right off because of how heavy it was.
Yeah,
Jesus.
it was decades before its time, but it just failed
Did it
horribly.
work? No, it didn't work, I'm
It
guessing.
worked.
But yeah, like it worked, but it wasn't like the games that were on. It was it was kind of like the Kinect of its time, where they were like, "Oh my god, it's revolutionary," but there was like so little games, and it was so expensive that like it didn't
It didn't
do
sell.
anything. It
Yeah, the
didn't
Kinect
sell.
was a
It was
flop, by the way.
inconvenient. But it was like one of the first systems that had a standalone Wario game, apparently.
Yep.
If
Oh,
that's a
so
claim to
weird,
fame,
yeah.
I guess.
Yo,
I
I gotta go buy that right now, gotta love my boy Wario.
It's a
Exactly.
the
You got
virtual. If you want to buy a Virtual Boy, it goes for about $600.
Why?
Yo, nah, I'm not spending that much money. I can buy an Oculus Rift with that sort of money.
Exactly.
I can buy a proper VR.
Yeah, this thing is. It's why I want it in my collection. It's just because it failed miserably. Yeah,
Man likes anything that fails.
let me give you an actual price for this thing.
I'm sure it's disgusting either way.
The top search is $400 on eBay.
I wouldn't even spend a
It's-
tenner on
It's
that.
a game lot, so it comes with the Virtual Boy, the controller, and 6 games. It looks like.
Oh, that's a
oh
bargain.
shit!
I'd
You
buy
gotta
that
throw
right
the
now.
games in there.
No, that's a bargain, That's a weekend worth
It-
of games right
yeah,
there.
Yo,
exactly.
wait a minute. There's a Japanese game in this. Wait a minute.
Can I just say, by the way, how there was no content in games back then, but yet we'd always play them for hours, but now we can't even sit there for an hour and play a game.
Every time I start up a game, look at the menu and I go, I don't really feel like playing this.
That's
So-
Overwatch.
Pretty much.
That's
let me
every
tell-
game lately.
Let me tell you the
Yeah.
games in this bundle on this eBay listing. So there's 3 Japanese games. Looks like a golf RPG.
I'm sorry, did you just say a golf RPG?
Yes.
Tiger Woods can become a real tiger.
There is a baseball game that looks like it stars bugs and ducks.
Bugs.
I don't know.
Wait, bugs like Bugs Bunny or bugs as
no,
in
like a bug, like an insect.
Oh lordy.
Like
I thought you
the
meant- I thought you
character
meant
looks
from,
like it has wings.
Well,
Is it
like-
is it a
like it-
parasite? Is it a parasite?
don't know.
Is it Karen?
I
It's
cannot
probably a
tell what this
parasite.
thing
Karen?
is.
is it a Karen? Did Karen create this game? We need to know this. Did a Karen create this game?
There might have been a Karen that created this game.
That's the only way you win at Plague Inc. is by naming your plague Karen.
And then it looks
That's
like
toxic, man.
it might be a fishing game.
What
Bass
is this
Master.
game?
Bass
What is
Blaster.
already-
There is a very happy fish jumping out of the water on the cover.
Boy, is he in for a rude awakening as soon as the hook
I
goes through his
thought it was
fucking
a
lip.
dolphin.
Yo,
When I first
I'm
looked at
just
it.
saying, yeah. You know the Kinect, right? What a pile of shit that was. Pardon my French. But like literally, yeah. Who played the Dragon Ball game on the Kinect?
What?
I am telling you,
nope.
this is the worst thing in the world, right? You'd think, how awesome, yeah? I get to actually do a Kamehameha, and then Goku does a Kamehameha. Oh boy. No, you couldn't. You
Listen, I
would
get...
just wave your hands about, and it would do stuff randomly.
I get war flashbacks from the Kinect, because I worked at GameStop back when the Kinect, like, first came out,
Oh,
and
no.
people like lost their mind over that shit. And then I had one guy, and honestly, I was surprised that I was not fired for this. I had one guy who basically came in, asked my opinion on something about if he should buy a Kinect or a Wii. And I told him, you have kids? And he goes, yeah. I'm like, you want to buy the Wii? I was like, they have more games. I was like, and it can read your kids better. I was like, you don't have a lot of games on the Kinect, and it's more expensive. I was like, and you really want your kids using your Xbox? Guy ignored me, bought the Kinect instead. Told him it's non-refundable. I was like, once you open that, I was like, you can't bring it back. I was like, you 100% sure? He says, yeah. Next day, he comes in to return it because the one game he bought for his kids, it wasn't reading them because, of course, it was fucking Sonic Riders. So why would anybody want to use that shit anyway? So I tell the guy it's non-refundable. So I got into an altercation with him, with me basically cursing and walking out on my job that day.
Holy hell!
And then I came back the next day, and they're like, so yeah, they're like, do you want to just, like, do stock and, like, fix the consoles? They're like, because, you seem to get in arguments with people. And I was like, yeah. I was like, because they think I don't know what I'm talking about. I was like, so yeah, I'll do stock instead.
You just make sure the consoles are working.
I built a fort out of Call of Duty boxes one time. I had a fort in the back made of Call of Duty.
That's amazing.
What, and they didn't fight? Yo, where the hell are you working?
Well, I was in college then. I was working at GameStop in Pennsylvania at that time.
What a bunch of mad people. You build Call of Duty boxes. You build forts out of Call of Duty boxes and not get fired. Yo, I wish I could go into that job. I can only tell you that in the UK, if you did something like that, the boss would come to you and be like, what the actual fuck is this? Take this down right now. Or they'll end up like literally just sitting on it.
You know, I think it was, we were like a satellite store, so the like corporate didn't really give a shit about us because we were the smallest store like in that town and the next like couple of towns. So like we just kind of did whatever we wanted, and they hired like all kids from the college, so it wasn't like it was mostly adults there or anything.
Jesus.
We had one manager that would come to work drunk sometimes, and he'd just be like, yeah, just don't do anything stupid, and then he'd go in the back.
What a manager, yo. Instantly fired, like.
So I was looking up games for the Virtual Boy, and I came to one that's called The Tetris. And the wiki page for this game is just a picture of Tetris on a TI-83 calculator. It's not even
Somebody put Doom on their price gun at a store.
What the fuck? Really?
I need it. Yeah. I have to find it. I'll find it on the internet at some point and like send it to you.
I can't find any of the games that are in this lot for the Virtual Boy, like on the wiki, and I'm starting to get a little concerned.
You're not allowed. Get out of there. You're not allowed to be there anymore.
Why not? Come on.
We're gonna be like, Farrell, where did all of your money go? And he's gonna be like, I bought stuff for my Virtual Boy.
Man sits there like he's just there like headache, sore eyes. Yo, what have you been doing all weekend? The Virtual Boy.
He's gonna go blind by the age of 30. I don't know what happened. He played the Virtual Boy.
Legend has it he's still playing it to this day.
He's still playing it through the sound.
I played it so much that I know the sound cues. Oh no. I need to think of other stuff to add to my collection. Quick, Bill, send me a list of bad shit.
Of what? Bad shit? Hold on, I'm on it. How did I wind up on Facebook? I was supposed to be doing work. What do you want your bad games for?
I'm looking at stuff in the PS2 right now. Oh crap, there was a Catwoman game? What the fuck? I don't even want to know.
Look, I did my homework.
Oh no. Oh no, wait a minute. Oh no. So wait, I looked up games for the PS2, and the Wand of Gamelon came up. And I'm a little nervous now. Please don't tell me that they released this for the PS2.
I don't think they did. But I could check.
No, I'm looking at it now. They only released it for the CDI. Thank goodness. Okay. Jesus Christ, I was starting to get very nervous. Oh crap, worst games of all time for the PS2. Alright, you guys ready for me to read this list of the worst games of all time?
I mean, it's an opinion list, but it's
an
still
opinion
a list.
But
you didn't specify if it was opinion or not.
No, these games look... Oh, shit, no. Yeah,
I think The Sopranos is on that list, so...
Yeah, nope, I'm agreeing with this list. So these are 25 games that are seen as the worst games of all time. Number 25 is Catwoman, which I'm sure definitely belongs on the
somebody
list.
just mentioned Catwoman.
Yeah. The next one is Godai, Elemental Force, which I've never even heard of.
Well, consider yourself lucky then.
This literally looks like a wannabe Avatar. Like, the picture they have is of air, earth, water, and fire.
Oh, no, you mean the good Avatar?
The good Avatar, yeah.
I'm pretty sure this was like the precursor to the Avatar movie.
Womp womp womp.
And then there's the Sopranos Road to Respect.
I don't respect the game enough.
And then Surfing H3O. Which, it's, no. Women's Volleyball Championship. Why would you make that? Why would you make a volleyball game first of all? Like, okay, Dead Rising Supreme Beach Volleyball, that is a good game, especially if you're a man.
Yeah, we all know why. We all know why.
We all know why.
Yes.
Yo, is that for the Virtua Boy?
Yeah, it's not for Virtual Boy. You can't.
There's Crime Life Gang Wars.
Oh, yo, gotta play that. Yo, that sounds like an absolute hard game.
It looks like there's a wannabe... Okay, I love the picture they have for this game. So the game is Fugitive Hunter War on Terror, which sounds like it would be a great game, doesn't it?
Yeah, why not?
So this looks like a wannabe, like, 007 and Doom crossbred. The picture is literally you in first person holding a shotgun, staring down the eyes of Bin Laden. Like,
What?
these graphics are so bad. The picture is just so stupid.
Staring down the eyes of
The picture's literally a frying pan. That's how bad it is. They didn't know what else to add as a logo, so they just added
Oh
a frying
no. Oh my god, why did they make this into a video game?
What is it?
So, have you got... So, the game is called Zathura. Now, or Zathara, have you guys ever heard of that movie?
I don't.
No.
So,
I want to say the
if
name sounds familiar, but it doesn't at all at the same
so,
time.
if you grew up on Cartoon Network like I did, Zathara is a ripoff on Jumanji. So the premise of the movie is these kids find a board game that it's basically the plot of Jumanji, except this one takes place around space.
Yo, copy my homework.
So like the character,
Copy your homework. Yeah, but don't make it obvious.
literally. So Robin in Jumanji, Robin Williams' character gets sucked into the game and becomes like a jungle man. In Zathura, the character at the beginning gets sucked into the game and becomes an astronaut.
Yes.
I stopped listening for one
So they
second and already
made this
lost.
movie into a game on the PS2.
Abomination am I listening to?
Like this, I only ever saw this Zathura on like Halloween on Cartoon Network. That was it. It was only ever seen on TV, and I think I saw it like all of 2 times. London Cab Challenge? What the fuck?
What?
Oh my god! So I think I have to send you guys this picture that they have
Please do.
for this game because it just looks so bad. Oh my god! London Cab Challenge. Now, Sig, you live in around the UK, right? Like I feel like you do because of your accent. You live in the UK.
I do live in the UK.
Is like driving in the UK bad or no?
Like you trying to say like the people on the road are bad, or you trying to say like just general driving?
Just people on the road and general driving.
Okay, so general driving, the laws make a lot of sense. It's very safe, but people on the roads, they abuse their power, the fact they're in a car. And let's put it this way: I am in car. You are person. If you are in way, I will run. Let's put it this way: if you are a person in front of a car, they don't care who you are. They will proceed to drive as close to you as possible and just beep as loud as they possibly can at you. Because what you gotta remember, right, is that for some reason everyone in the UK are impatient as hell, right? Listen to this, right? I'm riding my bike, right, on the right side of the road, right? I'm going too slow, yeah? Bear in mind, I'm already going like super duper fast, right? Like I'm on like the highest set, I'm on like the highest gear. I'm like going as fast as I possibly can, yeah? I'm at least going like 7 miles an hour, right? Which is half decent for a bike, right? And I got cars behind me. I was close enough to almost hitting my back wheel and just beep. Yo, what do you want me to do, dude? Do you want me to start like just attach my booster jets and just just ET that shit, start pedaling, just start flying like.
Jesus Christ!
Like, what the hell am I supposed to do?
The list keeps getting worse and worse.
Does anyone know what Mardi Gras means?
Mardi Gras?
Mardi Gras.
Yeah, what is that?
It's Fat Tuesday.
Yeah, apparently
It's in,
there's an event leaked for it, for Overwatch.
Oh.
What?
Is there Overwatch? What?
Yeah, there's an
That's-
Overwatch event, Mardi Gras. Event. Leaked, apparently. I just saw a Silosa video.
Huh.
That was his title.
That's...
What is
Well,
it?
what's
Wait, what
the
is Mardi?
content?
What is Mardi Gras?
Excuse me?
It's basically just a really, really huge party. They usually do
Yeah.
it in New Orleans. It's a French thing.
Beads!
Oh, beads! Beads! Why do you love beads?
Everybody loves beads at Mardi Gras.
Beads.
Beads! You know, like beaded
Oh.
necklaces?
Yeah, speeds, yeah. Those
Yeah,
kind of
beads. Literally, just throughout the entire night, people are just chucking
It's
beaded
to do
necklaces
with
everywhere.
ass. Okay,
That
okay,
sounds
wait there.
amazing.
This is relative information for the live stream. I'm sorry, but okay. So this was a new mini event made for Ash apparently. So basically, when people were watching streamers when they were watching Overwatch, they got a notification. Like you know how on Twitch you get notifications like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was, you have received one Overwatch Ash Mardi Gras 4-hour bundle and one Overwatch Ash Mardi Gras 6-hour bundle drops for watching Overwatch.
Is there a Mardi Gras event for Ash right now?
Well, no, that's like the leak everyone's saying is. So I think what's going to happen is it's something to do with you watching Twitch streamers. Because they're getting these things on Twitch streams. This is a notification people are getting on for watching Overwatch.
Interesting.
Very.
Alright, well, I'm gonna continue on with this list. The next one on the list is Frogger, the Great Quest. And I'm already like... it looks like they tried to make Frogger. Like, you guys know Frogger, right?
Mm-hmm.
The original game where you're just trying to cross the road? Yeah, they took that and they made it into a 3D RPG platformer.
Oh my god. Yo, Frogger gets guns, dude, at the end. That's got full AKs. That's like shooting the lily pads, all the logs die. The cars come boom, 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 boom.
No, there's like an actual quest that you're going on. Like it's an open world game. What the fuck? This is awful. The next one is Army Men Green Rogue, and I don't even know. Like these games are so bad, and they're definitely joining my. Oh no. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, based off the reboot movie. Like,
I'm sorry, what?
so you guys know the original Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, right?
Oh,
Right.
yeah. Oh, God.
Then there was the reboot that was Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
That
Is that
Eldritch
the one
horror.
Wait, which one? Okay, so we got the one with the old geezer, and we got the one with what's his name, Johnny Depp, right? I prefer Johnny
That
Depp.
guy.
Yeah, the one with Johnny Depp would be the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Right.
This
That was
game is
better.
based off of that one.
That's okay with me. As long as like the singing puppets, I'm alright.
Oh no. 25 to life. What the fuck? It's a GTA clone! What the fuck? Oh no. Trigger Man. American Idol for the PS2. Oh shit. How would you even go about playing this? Is this like a fucking, like, beat matching game?
I guess. Or the karaoke? I don't know.
It's because I know the PS2 had a microphone controller that you could get because there was a game that my sister had gotten for the PS2 called SingStar, and it came with little microphones, so you had to literally sing. It was a karaoke game. You had to sing along to the songs.
Was that the American Idol one?
No, this game was called SingStar, and it was actually pretty good because it had actually good songs on it.
It was like early Rock Band.
Yeah, it was early 2000s. Simpsons skateboarding.
Oh my god, that thing is so bad.
It
was basically Simpsons saying, hey, let's try to make our own Tony Hawk clone, but without actually doing
Oh, I
anything?
remember that. that game. But it would literally, you would try and do like an ollie or something.
You would try to do something, yeah, and you would like win a challenge and get 10 fucking cents.
The game would like fight against you from doing anything. It's like you got the half pipe, and the game would like try like pull against you. Like, no, do this.
No.
Congratulations, you win 10 cents.
You win a penny.
You won. Fuck off.
The next one is Fight Club, the game.
Uh-oh.
You don't talk about that.
We don't talk about first rule of Fight Club. You don't talk about Fight Club.
You're talking about Fight Club.
Barrel.
Fuck. The next one is Gravity Games Bike Street Vert Dirt. Okay, I love the title of that game, actually.
Barrel's gonna get it, Pog.
What do you do with it? I don't know about you, Street Vert Dirt. Next is Animal Soccer World. And it is not actually soccer. It's a puzzle game. What? What? Wait.
Oh, Mardi Gras is Shrove Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't know that. We call that Pancake Day.
God fucking damn it.
We literally just eat pancakes on that day. That's literally the only reason why. That's literally the only thing we
And
do.
in New Orleans, everyone throws beads at each other, makes massive floats, beads.
Beads, not bees.
Oh my god! I thought you just said you.
Oh my god, that was an
bees.
Arrested Development moment. Beads? No, bees. Bees? Bees.
Yo, it's all just throwing bees at each other. That'd be class, Howard.
Yeah, you're getting tossed beaded necklaces while getting flat shit drunk.
So it's just another American reason. It's just another thing. To
It's no reason to get drunk.
Yeah, exactly. It's all it is. Well done, America. You were great.
I mean, we kind of
no
destroyed
offense,
St. Patrick's Day.
Your whole entire country is just based off of your boss. I can't be bothered to go to work today, or I can't be bothered to be sober today. Let's just make it an event. Bang.
I mean, technically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you guys just make...
I'm pretty sure that's why President's Day is a thing and most people have off.
Hey, the president gets a day off at the end of the day.
The president gets to celebrate the president. It's supposed to celebrate George Washington and Lincoln.
No. Let's be real, yeah. Who actually sits... Like, let's be real, yeah. Like, let's be real. Like, Independence Day, right? Who actually sits there and is like, they celebrate being thankful for independence?
It's us winning the war for independence.
Yeah, but who actually cares about that? More like who goes, "Way, it's time for the fireworks, it's time to get drunk, way." When have you ever actually seen someone go, "Oh, this event's so good, I'm so glad that we declared the independent, whatever the fuck it's called." No! Let's go, way, alcohol, way.
I mean...
What is it with you guys are just taking something, just blowing it out of proportion?
That's how you know you're in America, is if everything is just blown
out of proportion. Everything's blown out of proportion.
You know what? For a country with no health insurance, like, no socialized healthcare, like, we really like to blow stuff up a lot.
Yeah.
Put ourselves in a lot of dangerous situations.
You guys are check this. You guys say, those UK Donnies, right? They're gonna be eating pancakes this Tuesday when we're getting drunk.
Actually, Bill, you bring that up, and now I think I understand why we don't have universal health care in the United States.
And it would cost way too much money, or
it would
really
cost,
stupid over
because
here.
there's too many stupid people that the hospitals would be full 24/7.
Can you imagine on Thanksgiving, how many people would actually be there? There'd be so many people that how the hell are they supposed to even cope? I mean, the UK's already bad enough. How do I put it? I mean, let's just put it this way, yeah. Saturday is known to be the worst time in like the hospitals and stuff like that, and like police's time because we're all out on the piss, right? That's just a UK thing, right? Saturday is way drinking day, right, for us, right? Because no one's got work next day, so it's time to have a beer, and then we all just start kicking off at each other, and we get into fights and all this and the other. Trust me. You wouldn't expect, like, maybe in America, like, I don't know how, like, aggressive you get from alcohol, but let's just put it this way. If you're in a bar, and, well, we call it a pub over here. If you're in a bar, and you've had a few drinks, or if you see people drinking a lot, there's a guaranteed fight happening. I don't care. I don't know why, but whenever UK people drink alcohol, and they look at each other, they just want to throw hands. But they look at you and go, you know what? You're actually pissing me off. And they just start fighting. I don't ask me why. They don't have any problem. They will just start hating each other. And then literally you'll go up to them and go, yo, dude, why are you hating each other? Like, what happened? They just go, we don't actually know. And they go, I don't know, just wanted to fight it.
That's actually amazing.
That's the UK for you. We're a bunch of nutters. Like, we don't care. But like, I can't imagine America. Like on Thanksgiving, I can only imagine the amount of time someone walk in and going, I burnt my hand, the bloody firework went off.
Well, now, see, we wouldn't say that. There would just be a lot of the word fuck, and then, you know.
Yeah.
And then taking an Uber to the hospital because taking an ambulance is like $2,000.
Yeah, well, like here's the thing, right? This is why I feel sorry for you Americans, right? And honestly, like, because you haven't got free healthcare, right? If you have something wrong with you, you will try your best interest not to go to hospital, won't you?
Yeah,
like,
pretty much.
For instance, like, you could probably have like, okay, it's getting a little bit extreme now, but I did read up the story about this farmer who got skin cancer from being out in the sun so long, right? He couldn't pay for hospital bills, so he literally cut off the skin cancer and just lived with it. Like, in the UK, I'm sorry, right? But if we have broken, no, not even that, if we have grazed our knees, we're like, oh my god, I need the doctor, I'm going to die, this kid's going to be chopped off, no, please, help, please, I'm dying. Like, you Americans are tough. I'll tell you how it's right now.
It's not because we want to be, it's because we can't afford healthcare.
It's because we need to be.
Or then we just want to fucking die already.
I know. I feel like there's been a few times where I'm like, I've sat there like, I feel like I'm dying sick, and I'm like, well, I lived a good life.
You just stare there, look at the clock, and say, well, this life's been alright. See you on the flip side.
Literally. Like, I won't tell my parents, like, I need to go to the hospital. I would just be like, well, I lived a good life.
No, listen, okay? Because this is, like, extreme, right? This is why it's stupid, right? I remember my mother, right, when I was living back with her, she had, but she was getting a knife out of a packet, right? And when she'd cut it, because there was a zip tie on it. When she cut it, it flipped and it chopped her finger off. Right, her finger, there was like a little bit of skin hanging on from her finger. Right, and I know it sounds really grim, but I remember she was taped. We had to tape it up and all this and the other. Right, we went to A&E. Right, but I'm not sure if it's called A&E over there. It's accident and emergencies, like the emergency place you go to, right? And quite literally, they didn't put her through because how many people are there. Like, even though she could have lost her finger now, bearing in mind, they don't put you through because how they rate it is they go, well, this person's been there before you. So this, keep in mind, yeah, we are known to, well, not known, but like, basically, old people will go into hospitals or call up ambulances, right? And pretend to be ill just so they can get company.
What?
What?
Because they're that lonely. Like, I'm not lying to you. Like, a lot of ambulance time gets wasted on old people because they ring up and say they have an illness when they don't. So that ambulance go there and talk to them because they have no one else to talk to.
I mean, that's depressing, but at the same time wrong.
When then you have people who actually need the help,
Yeah.
right? And then they literally don't put them through. They wait. Because that person, they were like this to her. They were like, oh, yeah, your finger may be falling off, yeah, but it looks alright for now. So we'll let all the other people come through. You have to wait 4 hours with everyone else, right? Bearing in mind, she's cut her finger off, yeah? There's a bit of duct tape on her holding her bloody finger together, right? all these people going, just coughing everywhere. You got like someone like puking all over the floor. I'm like, why am I here? Like, my mother just chopped her finger off. I'm just sitting with a bunch of people coughing on me. You know, like, it is the worst thing in the world. I tell you how much right now.
Well, when I was little, I was like, what, second grade maybe, I had broken my elbow so bad that I needed like surgery to correct it, and we were in the hospital like all day long. I was like 8. That was traumatizing.
Sounds like
I mean, they put my elbow back together, so that's the good news. The bad news is I had to stay in the hospital for like 2 days. But hey, they put my elbow back together.
Yeah. That's good at least.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure. Like, I feel like Sig just brought up like a great point. Everyone's always going on Americans like, oh, Americans are such fat asses, which we are. I'm not going to deny
I was gonna
it.
say, we are. I like my supersized fries. Like, I will wholeheartedly admit that.
I'll tell you why, right? So you walk down your stairs, yeah? You open your front door, you close your front door, you walk 10 centimeters and, oh hey, there's a Mackey's!
Oh, cookie!
Excuse me, I live in the land of Starbucks, thank you.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Okay.
But,
yeah.
but one thing I feel like people don't realize that Americans are is we are fucking tough.
This is how bad, yeah, America is, yeah? Tell me why you need a drive-through for a coffee shop!
We're lazy.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? Yo, have you ever heard of open the car, go into the shop, order what you want?
Bitch, you think I got time for that? I got movies I gotta watch.
This is the problem, right? Let me tell you what the problem is and why I haven't called you, like, no offense, right, America, all Americans, right? But, like, the reason we call you fast is, right, because you literally drive 4x4s, right? Literally, there's no reason for you to leave your car beyond that point, because everywhere you go, there is food, there is drink. Everything is cheap. So, I want to go buy myself a $1 burger. Let me go buy myself a $1 burger. Yo.
Yeah, it depends on where you go. If you want a good burger, that's gonna cost you like 10.
Well,
yeah, if you want something decent.
That's the thing. That's the thing. You guys don't care as long as you're getting calories. Look, listen, okay? If you're on a road trip, yeah? The only time I guarantee you, this is the only time you'll ever get out of your car is to go inside the gas station and get yourself, I don't know, like some nachos and cheese, or some corn dogs, you know, some nice lovely sausages I've been cooking there for the last 5 hours.
Wait, do you think we just eat corn dogs?
Corn dogs
No.
Corn dogs
I know you would. No, but let's be real, yeah? Like, your guys' gas stations are the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Like,
what?
You walk in there
food and chance games and drinks.
Right. Well, let's just put it into perspective, yeah? Your guys' literal gas stations are the sizes of my local shops.
Yeah, so gas stations, like, in America in general are ridiculous, but can I also just add how, like, there's certain things that you can and can't buy in certain gas stations depending on what state you're in. So when I was away in college, I had gone to college in Pennsylvania, and the only place where you can buy any type of alcohol is at the liquor store. I was not used to this because I'm from New York, where you could go anywhere,
To a
including
gas
your
station
7-Eleven and your gas
fucking-
station, and buy a 12-pack of beer.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys could probably walk into a gas station and walk out with a Glock. So I mean, you know what I mean?
Okay, we can
Depending
do
on which
that.
state you're in.
Well, yeah. It depends on what state you're in.
You get in an argument, yo.
I mean, there's
sit
also
back
certain
there,
states
bro,
where you
I'll
can
go
walk
by
in
myself,
somewhere
yeah.
and walk out with a bag of marijuana.
That's called the Netherlands for you, mate.
It all depends on what state you're in.
Like no, but like says like your gas stations are like so you walk in and you go bang instantly. Your first thing you get hit by is literally the donut, like where all the donuts are stored. You look to your right. Oh my god, there's where I can get massive slush puppies, and we're talking like
Yep.
diabetes. On your left side, you've got some nice rotating hot dogs that you can buy. Some
Okay,
nice hot dogs.
that's called 7-Eleven.
Yeah, and you don't. Okay, so you don't actually buy those hot dogs. Like if you live here, you know to
You
not
do not buy those
those
hot dogs. Do not touch
And
those
then-
hot dogs.
And then you've got
Yeah.
the nachos. I feel like XQC right now. Got the nachos. You've got the
But see-
sweets, or as you would say, the
the
candy.
food items, like the hot dogs, the nachos, and
You
stuff.
do
if
not
you
buy meat
live
from
here,
7-Eleven
you don't
or a
actually
gas
eat
station.
those. You don't actually eat those. It's the people
Yeah, I was gonna say
who
they
are
probably give you,
visiting
like-
from other countries that say, "Wow, look at this." It's like the people who on Tumblr, back like when Tumblr was relevant, and like Denny's had the weirdest Tumblr ever, and people were like, "I just really want to go to Denny's," and we're like, "You don't go to Denny's by choice. You wind up at Denny's." Like,
Yeah. You
it's a
end up at
tourist trap.
Denny's.
I wouldn't go to Denny's.
Going
It's
to
also like
Denny's is
I've
actually
also
not that
heard
bad.
that In-N-Out is like terrible. Like it's.
I've
like,
never
it's
had
overhyped.
In-N-Out because it's not in my state.
I've heard apparently it's extremely overhyped compared to what everyone says. But then again,
I
as someone from the
couldn't
UK,
confirm or deny. I've never been there myself.
Someone from the UK like me, I don't know. See, now, for me, right, I don't know how often, like, maybe you guys, like, treat yourself, right? But, like, if I get, like, a Macca's, right, once every 2 months, to me, that's amazing, right? Like, I don't know how often you guys go, but, like, you guys take,
Go
like,
where?
the words... like,
Are you talking about McDonald's?
yeah, like any fast food chain. Like, if I get any fast food or any treats, it's like at least once every 2 months, and to me that's like, oh my god, like I love that. That's like a perfect treat. Now, I'm not saying anything, but I feel like you guys at least go to them at least 3 times a week.
So, I had McDonald's yesterday, and I had it again today.
It honestly depends on the person and their age. And like, okay, and
Well, there we go, and that's why America is fat.
what was it like? Okay, growing up, my family only ate takeout one night a week, and it was mostly pizza or Chinese food. Like we didn't really do McDonald's or Burger King or anything that often. But my friend, which I found it ironic because her mother is a nurse, but her mom her mom was a single mom. Like she was divorced, so she lived with her mom. It was just her and her mom, but she ate fast food every single night.
That's right, because if you're like a
Every night she ate fast food, and I don't think it was like that her mom was like, oh, I want to feed my child fast food. Her mom just literally didn't know how to cook. But like, but this was also the skinniest girl that like I knew in my life. Like she had to go to the nurse's office like twice a month to get weighed because they thought she was anorexic at one point.
Yeah, do you see why? No, because there's actual multiple reasons for that, right? Now, the one reason, right, I wish I was like this, but like she's probably got a hell of fast metabolism. So
Oh yeah.
That's skinny, and it's probably also that she probably doesn't actually like even though like her mother doesn't know how to eat like can't cook. She probably doesn't actually eat that every night. If you think about it though, right? If you had takeout every night, right, mentally you'd be thinking to yourself, "Oh fuck, if I eat this now, I'm gonna be fat." So she probably didn't even actually eat what she was given. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't know about you, right? But if I had a McDonald's every single day, dude, when I go to McDonald's, I'm already like, oh, this. Like every time I take a bite, I'm like, oh god. Like if I had that once, nah, dude, I couldn't. Dude. Oh my god.
But that's what you get for a cheap burger. Like if you want a good burger, then you gotta go to like, well, I would say Red Robin. They have decent burgers.
I worked at Red Robin for a little while.
I'd say they're decent. I wouldn't say it's the best. I'm trying to think of where the best burger is.
There's one place I think it was called.
My house.
Listen, even if you know where the best burgers, I'll never go because I'm from the Europeans.
Right, you'd rather have some
Mind
fish
you,
and
though-
chips.
Okay, yeah, I guess you know you'd rather have some tea and crumpets. Oh yeah, sure. No, we don't just eat tea and crumpets. Right? We don't just eat fish and chips. Yeah, even though a lot of people get the misconception wrong, right? Right, when we mean fish and chips, yeah, what do you imagine that? Do you imagine like an actual fish and then just chips, or like fries in your case?
A fish fillet and fries.
Okay, well that's where you're completely wrong. Right, listen. Here's the art of a fish and chips, right? So you get a nice cod steak, right?
Ooh.
And then what we do then is we put it in flour, egg yolk, yeah? And then that creates something what we call a batter.
Oh my
And
god,
then-
batter? Like cake! Yeah, cake!
No, not a cake batter.
He just got offended.
No, listen, that's the problem. Right? You guys call it a batter, as like a cake batter. Yeah, we call it a cake mixture, okay? A batter is completely different, right? And then you fry that bad boy, yeah? So it's this nice crispy like shell for this cod fish, and then you pour a bit of salt, a bit of vinegar, and oh my god! And then you have a bit of peas in it as well. Nah, dude. And in your case, because like peas for you, I don't even know what the bloody hell they'd be. So it'd be like garden peas, like the green dots, you know.
I guess, I guess.
I know
if
what my
ever-
vegetables are.
Well, no, I don't know what you guys call them over there. You probably call them like antelopes or something.
What are you talking
Are
about?
cantaloupes close enough?
Cantaloupe?
You guys call everything strange, like a batter. Like who calls it a cake batter? Like it's a mixture.
That's what it's called here.
It's cake
No, it's
batter.
I hate to inform you.
Just like okay, because I know like you guys call it like the thing you put groceries in a trolley, right?
Yes. No, that would.
That's a shopping cart.
It's a shopping cart.
Yeah, it's a trolley. It's a trolley.
It's a shopping cart.
It's a trolley. It's literally a trolley.
It's a shopping cart.
It's a trolley. I don't care what you say. It's a trolley.
No, a trolley is one of the things that used to ride in old America that would go on the street, like the little street trains.
No, that's called the tram.
That's a trolley.
It's a tram. It's a tram. A trolley is what you when you go shopping you put your shopping in.
That's a shopping cart.
It's a trolley. Listen, just because you guys can't spell trolley, okay? Doesn't mean you have to call it a shopping cart.
Trolley. Trolley.
No, you guys just dim it down for yourself. You're like, so trolley. Yeah, if I was to tell someone they had to put their food in their trolley, right, that might be a little bit too hard for them. So I just tell them it's a shopping cart, right? Then they'll know it's a cart for shopping. Yo, that's an amazing idea. Put that on there. Go.
To change the subject, what is the best way to spell color?
What is the best way to what?
Without a U.
Spell
Without a U.
color.
Without a U. Without a U.
Color?
Yes.
COLOR. Color.
Nah, there's a U in there, sorry.
No, there's not.
Yes, there is. COLOUR. I'm sorry.
COLOR.
How do you say colour? It's color.
Color.
Not. It's color.
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 Color. Color. Color. Color. It's call hour.
Color.
Call hour.
Color.
Call hour.
Communism theme play.
You guys just can't English. It's fine. It's okay.
This is English, though. We learned it from you.
We learned it from you, traitors.
Listen here, it's
a
colour.
combination of like multiple
Listen.
different fucking things.
Why would you not have an... Listen, not you, she looks like color?
Color.
No, it says it means collar. It's like a collar, like, you know, like a shirt collar. No, it's color. Color. Not color. Hello, everybody. Is a color. Hello, everybody. My name is
the OLOC
Barack
podcast,
Obama,
where we
and we've got a color.
The OLOC podcast, where we go over the differences between the UK and America.
You guys just don't have foreheads. It's fine.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, you guys just don't know how to say stuff, word, write, spell. It's okay though, because that's what we're here for. We're here to help.
Okay, Dad.
Okay, Dad. You didn't help us back then, which is why we're revolted.
What else? Like here's the thing, right? Like, do you want me to tell you? You know, like fries, right? Like in your lap, fries, right?
It's a French fry, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want me to tell you something? One, it's not even originated in France. I mean, so why the hell is it called a French fry, right?
I can't
Two.
explain it.
No.
Two, we do have such things as fries. Like McDonald's, as you would say, chips are fries, right? But like a chip is like a chunky like fry. It's like we call
It's a
them
steak
like
fry.
yeah. To you it's a steak fry, but we call them a chip. And then a steak cut chip is like a bigger chip for us.
There's a lot of chip going on right now.
You see,
Yeah,
what
you
we've
call
got,
a chip a crisp.
What we've got
that's
in
a crisp to us.
Bill, you know about this. We have so many different variety of fries. We've got the normal French fry. We got crinkle cut, steak fries, potato fries, curly fries,
Waffle fry. Waffle fry.
fries.
We have them, but they're all chips. You just had chips instead of fries.
They're fries. Because chips are like potato chips.
Like what you'd call it a coach, wouldn't you? We call it a bus.
It's a bus.
Okay, at least I thought that like you guys call it a coach.
Like there's a school bus, the city bus, like yeah, it's a bus.
Good. I thought you guys called it a coach. I was about to throw some hands.
I don't know where you got that from.
Yeah,
I mean,
why
we
did you
call
think we called it coach?
Oh no, using that one, you call them sneakers. Don't you call them sneakers?
Shoes.
They're trainers. Okay.
No, they're
No,
trainers?
they're trainers.
Wait a minute.
They're trainers.
Sneakers.
What are you training for?
Yeah.
No, they're trainers.
What are you training for?
See, and then you would
You
say
see-
hungry.
okay.
Right.
I even
You
go.
would say peckish.
It's hungry.
No, it's peckish.
Hungry.
It's either I'm hungry or I'm starving.
See, and we also spell aeroplane different as well. You spell it airplane.
Airplane.
We spell it as if like an aerocell, aeroplane.
I thought it was more related to like aromatics.
Check is spelled different as well. You spell it like an actual like written check, like a thing. You spell it CHECK.
Yeah, check.
CHEQEUE. Theatre is spelled different, and so is grey. Why'd you guys spell grey with an A?
That one I can't tell you why.
Yeah, no.
I was
See,
using
you
E.
call an eggplant, we call it an aubergine.
And what?
An aubergine. An eggplant is an aubergine.
What the fuck is an
Why?
What?
Wait, why does it's pronounced with an O, but it starts with an A. What?
It's an aubergine. It's a French. It's French. It's an aubergine.
It's French? Then why are you using...
It's an aubergine. It's spelt with an A. You guys would call it a line, wouldn't you? Like you're standing out in line.
Yeah.
Well, we'd say
It's a
we're
queue.
waiting in a queue. Yeah.
Well, I mean, depending on what's going on and what it is,
Because it's like I'm queuing for this
sometimes
ride.
it'll be called a queue, and sometimes it'll be called a line here.
Yeah. So it's like I'll say I'm gonna go queue for a line or queue for a ride.
Yeah, and then like you would say something like a vacation, right? You'd be like, oh, I'm going out for.
Yeah, you say holiday.
I say holiday, yeah.
But it's a vacation. We take vacations on holidays.
Apologize is spelled different. Program is spelled different. We add an M-E on the end of program.
It's
Yeah,
program. Why do you have an N?
and then you call it a pacifier. No, it's not. It's a dummy.
That's dumb.
It's very dumb. Why are you talking down to the child because they're using one?
And then you call it cotton candy, right? We call it candy floss.
That one I've heard before.
It's No, it's not cotton candy. It's candy floof.
You call it a trash can. We call it a bin. Okay, it's a bin. You call it garbage. We call it rubbish.
Well, it's normally because the garbage is in the garage.
Oh, God. You would call it a sidewalk. You're like, I'm on the sidewalk. We call it a pavement.
Well, the sidewalk's made of pavement.
No, the pavement for us, we call that the pavement for you, we call that the road surface.
It's just called the road.
Apparently you call it a pavement, so you're a pagan.
No, the road is made of is pavement.
No,
the road is pavement.
No, it's not. It's a road. It's a road surface.
It's a road.
Oh yeah, you call it gasoline. Like, let me go fill up my tractor with some gasoline. It's petrol.
It's gas.
It's petrol.
Gas.
You would
I
say.
gotta go get gas.
You would say, let me push my stroller. My child's in the stroller. Right? No, it's not. Okay, it's a pram.
You're strolling with a stroller. What are you doing with a pram?
A pram. It's what you put a child in to push him. A pram.
Yeah, but you're strolling with a stroller.
You call it scotch tape, didn't you? We call it sellotape.
So we call it scotch. So it's called
Sellotape.
scotch tape because that's the brand.
Yeah.
Right?
Scotch makes tape. We just say scotch tape, just like we say Kleenex. Kleenex is the brand. It's tissue paper.
Fair enough, I guess. You would say ketchup, wouldn't you?
Yeah, ketchup.
Yeah, no, it's sauce.
Okay,
Tomato
so
sauce.
ketchup is a weird thing here because on some bottles it's spelled catsup and some bottles it's spelled ketchup.
Yeah. We can't even spell ketchup right.
You can't. That's how stupid you guys are. What the hell?
Americans can't even agree on how to fucking spell ketchup.
See, now a purse, right, for you is a bag for us, but then a purse is like a wallet. Like it's a lady's wallet for us.
You see, it's just called a woman's wallet or a men's wallet, and then the wallet goes in a purse.
It's just called a wallet. Well, it's just called a wallet, but like depending on who you're talking to, some women will refer to their bag as a purse, or they will refer to it as a pocketbook.
Yes, I've heard that too.
Well,
Because I refer to mine as a pocketbook.
Well, can I tell you something? Yeah, it's a bag, and the woman's wallet is a purse. Okay, that's how it should be done. All right.
But then what do you call a bag?
We call a bag a bag.
So what's the difference between a purse and a bag?
A purse is where you put your money in. A bag is what you put your purse in.
Okay, so you're gonna put your purse into a plastic bag.
No, into like a bag, like a.
Exactly! How do you distinguish between your version of a bag and our version of a bag? Because we got plastic bags, paper bags!
No, when we refer to a bag, we mean. No, when we refer to a bag, we mean like what would be your purse. So it'd be like.
Okay, then what's a garbage bag for you?
A garbage bag is a bag. It's a trash bag. It's a black bag. A black bag.
Okay, then what about like a plastic bag you would get from the store? What do you refer to that as?
That's called a carrier bag.
You see, we just say bag. Go get me a bag, okay. And then the little like Ziploc bags we call baggies.
We call them Ziploc bags. or food bags. You guys are just wrong in so many levels.
Let's be honest, you're the one who's wrong.
Yeah, I was about to say, it really depends on who you ask, because technically speaking, we think that you're wrong.
And then somebody in France would say we're both wrong.
Right.
Yeah, but like you'd say counterclockwise, right?
Yeah, because it's going opposite the way a clock would go.
No, it's anti-clockwise.
Counterpoint.
It's anti, because anti means null. Right?
Anti and counter mean the same thing.
Yeah, but you still say it different. You'd say an attorney, right? We'd say a barrister.
What?
Because that's what it's called. You say, I'm going to get my barrister out. You don't say, oh, I got my attorney here, boy. Watch your goddamn mouth. You know? Well, you would call it a trunk, right? We call it a boot.
Now, depends on what you mean by trunk. Like the trunk
Like
of a
the
car?
back of the car. Yeah, there's like trunk of a car. We call it a boot. What do you call the front? Like you'd say the hood, wouldn't you?
The
Like the front of the car, where like the engine is.
like where the engine, it'd be under the hood.
Yeah. See, we call that. What do we call that? We call that a bonnet.
Now, I know like things relating to cars actually based back on horse and buggy days, like the horse-drawn carriage days. So like the trunk of a car, when it came to the carriages, there used to actually be a trunk attached to the carriage, and then the hood was there's the dashboard, which would prevent the horse from kicking into people. It was literally a board to prevent dirt and debris from being kicked up by a dashing horse.
No, it's a boot and a bonnet. You'd say like when
a bonnet is something that old-timey people would wear, mainly women, on their head.
See, we still call that a bonnet, but like, how do I put like you would say, so for instance, you would say, let me go check under the hood, right?
Yeah.
We would say, let me go pop the bonnet.
Okay.
Pop the hood.
Because yeah, because you gotta press a button in the car and it pops open.
Yeah, pop the hood.
Pop the bonnet. I'm gonna pop the bonnet. When you be like, oh goddamn, this car broke down again for the 5th time. Let me go pop that hood.
Are you saying that's what all Americans sound like? Because that is only the deep south.
Nah, you pretty much all sound like that, let's be real.
Bruh.
Low key.
Why do you think I talk like this all the time?
You're like, guns don't kill people. People kill people.
Yeah, that's the South.
Yeah, that's the fucking South. Because I'm actually an advocate for gun control.
I love bullying Americans.
That's okay. We love bullying traitors sometimes too.
Traitors? Wow, we helped you take down Hitler. I wouldn't say that.
We helped each other. What are you talking about? Hillary was looking at you guys next.
Listen here, right? If it wasn't for us, right? You wouldn't have lived.
If it wasn't for you, we would still have natives.
But he is right.
If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have to have Brexit.
Womp womp womp.
Why does Brexit
Is
even
it
matter
actually
to
even
us?
happening?
Yeah, it's happened. It's already through. Now listen.
Oh, okay.
Because now we've got to get border control so immigration doesn't happen. Because America won't accept immigrants. End of story.
Womp, womp. Well, that's because there's a Cheeto in office, but
Yeah.
There's a literal
Hopefully he'll be out this year.
Bernie, please.
Bernie Sanders, let's go.
I don't know if I want Bernie though.
No, there was a
Best
geezer.
option, though.
There was a rich geezer that came out and said that Trump was a racist and all this and the other, and he's going to go for this year for it. I can't remember what his name was. He recently came out and said it. He basically just went, Trump's a massive racist, and he's like, I'm going to run for president, and I'm going to beat him.
Alright, so
So
Sig, I might about to destroy your faith in America a little bit more. Cause
God, that's
I'm
probably
going
the
to
least
I'm going to read you something about a guy that has been going for president every 4 years. He's never gotten on the official ballot.
Who is it? Is it Bernie Sanders?
No. This man's name is Vermin Supreme.
oh,
Oh, this.
Weird flex.
So Sig, Vermin Supreme, who wears a boot on his head.
What? Wait, what?
Yeah. He advocates for let me see here. No, yeah, he wears a boot on his head. I'm looking for his fucking his political stance.
there was also that guy who ran for governor of New York, and his entire platform was the rent is too high.
Yo, elect me, please. I will lower rent. Oh, really? Do you have any experience doing anything else? Nah, just rent. Alright?
Oh, where is it? Because I need to find his. By the way, Bill and Grave, he's running again this year.
Of course he is.
Bill Vernon?
What would you do if he wins?
It's not Trump.
It's not Trump.
It's
not. So, I'm trying to find it. So, I know
will Hillary run this year or no?
I don't think she is.
Poor Hillary, she got slammed by Trump. I mean, she did say Pokemon go to the polls, so...
Yeah, no, we can let Hillary die.
Pussy, though.
So, Vermin Supreme is an advocate for all Americans to have a right to a pony.
What?
You will be given a government-issued horse.
No, that's just too weird.
You'll bet.
He also has a war on toothpaste.
What is wrong with this person?
This man is the greatest political figure ever. Okay?
Why does he remind me of Caligula? I think that's his name. Is that the guy Caligula? A man who literally killed every single one of his close men, and the person who was second.
I believe so.
Country, and the person who was second in command of his country was his horse, because it was the only person he could trust.
Yes.
And he raped all his sisters just to have a child.
Oh.
Yes.
Caligula, man, what a legend. And he told all his men to start stabbing the sea so that it wouldn't flood. there was a lot of floods, so we got all his men to start stabbing at the sea so the floods would stop.
Oh my god.
Alright, well,
Oh my god.
I'm gonna sign myself out because I have
guys?
to start getting ready to go.
Guys,
I have to go as well.
guys, in 2004, Vermin Supreme actually got into the presidential primary.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Word
This
up.
is the year. Did Simpson predict this time?
This was in 2004. He actually made it into the primaries.
Alright, my dudes. I'm outie.
Okay, goodbye.
Alright, I gotta get going as well.
Unfortunately,
Alright,
that's
so
the
with
end of
that,
the
I think
podcast.
it's gonna be time to call it. Just know. So in the comments, tell us who's right, the UK or America.
The UK is
Especially when it
happy.
comes to the word shopping cart.
No, wait there. You've literally just told a league that's full of Americans to vote whether America or the UK is better.
I said in the comments, not the league.
Oh,
Well,
fuck.
let's be real, the only people who are gonna watch this
Either
is
way.
people from the league.
Good point. America's right.
America is shit.
I mean, y'all banned memes.
Y'all banned memes, yeah.
We didn't. That wasn't. We weren't banning memes. We were banning copyright surrounding that sort of stuff. Any content that were. So essentially, it was basically this, right? Any content that was illegal, like so, for instance, now if you were to post a picture on Instagram, right? The law stated rather than you getting sued for copyright, Instagram will get sued for copyright. For instance, if you put a YouTube video up that had copyright content, you wouldn't get sued yourself, right, and get your money taken off you. YouTube would have their money taken off them. They'd be like, "Oh, YouTube, wait a minute, that's copyright content on your platform. Give us our money."
Yeah,
And that's how it works. That's why
So you banned memes.
Okay, don't use this content anymore. We'll fuck you
So
up.
you basically banned memes because we couldn't. You guys can't use copyright
just don't
content
use-
on
Yeah, just
platforms
don't
where
use
memes were
copy.
used.
Just paint the picture yourself. Like go into Paint and paint it, and then
MS
bam,
Paint.
no longer copyright. Done. We can still have memes, guys. Please. It's still a meme, I
We're so
promise.
cool.
Hey, that's how Sonic originated at the end of the day.
Sonic? Yeah,
You're not
Sonic!
wrong.
Sonic and Batman and Spooderman.
You know what they should have done
Spooderman.
at the end credits of like the new Sonic movie? Just had Sonic on it.
Actually, Sonic did make an appearance in the Sonic movie.
No,
Wait.
he didn't.
Yes,
No
he
way.
did!
No.
Oh my god! I'm gonna watch that now. I have to watch it now.
So as Sonic wasn't known about throughout the town that he was living in until the events of this movie. There was one man that actually saw him, and he became the crazy old man, and he had a picture, he would show people around saying the Blue Devil, and it was a picture of Sonic.
Oh my god! Yo, that movie should be elected for president, please.
Vermin Supreme 2020, let's do it.
The Sonic movie 2020, let's go. Oh my god.
And I think with that, it's time we sign off.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for joining me today.
It was
Thank
an
you for having
experience.
us.
Not a good one, but
It's always an experience, and you know it.
it is.
Oh my god.
And with that, I hope to see you guys again next time.